Okay, here I come. There's no camera. I've got to change the camera setting. How do I look, everyone? Welcome to the Weekly Wise Saturday session. Drum roll, please. Success. Oh, whenever you arrive, you are right on time. Ideally, that would be a little bit early instead of a little bit late. But as long as you're showing up, that's great. Pat yourself on the back. Yourself a high five. Yes. Yay! This position feels so good. It's so good for you. It's so empowering. Try it. I like it. It's a big yay. You appreciating you. You activating you. You attending you. You acknowledging you. You're awesome. Yes, you are. Yes. Oh, and if you actually can lift your arms, you can lift your arms that high. Don't push it. Don't force it. Only go at your range, your level, and just think about opening up. Think about Rocky on the top of those steps, that victorious position, someone at the top of the mountain. But the key isn't for you to try to force yourself into a position. It's just to explore that light opening, that accepting, that expansive abundance that you are. Yes, appreciate yourself. Woo! I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my coffee. Yes, it feels good. And helps you know where your shoulders are a little sticky too. It's exceptional for unwinding the down over desks and devices. Posture that we get into, the weight of the world, that heaviness, that rolled shoulder thing that was my previous business focus with taming your tension. Now I'm taming tensions in a new way, a more B2B businessy way, and it fits into the healthy, wealthy, wise life. For years, you may have been here, or you might be new. If you're new, hi, I'm Wendy of Wiseman Integrative, taming the tensions of modern living. Passionate in the mission of creating a better world together as happier, healthier humans. Now that means we choose to show up as happier and healthier beings. Doesn't mean, everything's great, everything's fine. That 4-letter word, fine. No. My life was falling apart, but I was fine. I know, I've been there. My brother had been killed in a car accident, and just as I was starting to recover from that grief, the Twin Towers fell, and I lived in New York and lost friends, and you know, it's just this cavalcade of trials and triumphs. That's life. Life is the grand adventure, and adventures are not always pretty or pleasant. Let's visit a few. Lord of the Rings, right? The Hobbit, Star Wars. Yeah. So give yourself some grace and put on that happy face, especially if you don't feel like it. Why? Well, the 3 keys you can use to reset anywhere, anytime are breathe, smile, and enjoy. Enjoy, generate joy. I can think about Max, my dog, my joy boy, anytime. I can think about being in the mountains, smelling the crisp air of pine needle freshness and that power that's in the rocks of the Sierra Nevada. I love to go visit. Whatever it is that lights you up. For some people, it might be family, children, living or lost. The holidays, it might be that lick of ice cream in the summer. Whatever it is that lights you up at the moment, tapping into that dispels any other darkness that might be like dementors coming to get you, right? So breathing quite literally refreshes, renews, and revitalizes you. Smiling does too. releases feel-good hormones and endorphins that reset your physiological state and help you feel great. And yes, who doesn't love to feel a bit of joy now and then? So enjoy your life. And that is what we do in this Skool community called Enjoy Wise Life. Yes, there it is. You can get there by scanning this QR code, Enjoy. Or you could go to enjoy.wise with Wendy. That will redirect you to the Skool page where you can join for free for $0, or you can upgrade and get a little bit more access. But start with the free one. That's where you start. There's a different VIP right now for until the end of the year. But this will tell you a little bit more about how to feel alive again and enjoy your life for a healthy, wealthy, wise life. As I had started to say, those of you that know me throughout the years know that I did over 600 daily episodes of Taming Your Tension, and I come from a movement, high school athletics into college for photography, but I ended up in the School of Dance and learned more about body work. And it was that 9/11 experience of not being able to provide relief to first responders because I didn't have credentials. I was an amateur body worker. So after that, I got credentials, and I studied more and more and more because the body is fascinating. We're fascinating beings, so resilient, adaptive, and the capacity for miraculous healing or just adaptation to whatever's going on. It's astounding. It's astounding, and I love it. And I love helping others learn to live, love, lead, and earn with ease. So after falling apart physically in my 40s and recovering and teaching people with health coaching, coming online to do that. And in my 50s, I burned out because I was in my attempt to freedom with online business. I created like 5 different jobs for myself, and it was too much as the solopreneur. And many of us make that mistake of looking to achieve freedom with online business and then creating too much overwhelming work, listening to too many people and following too many paths. You can't follow so many paths at once. You just physically can't fracture yourself like that. Yeah, some people like to say the man who chases 2 rabbits catches none, or you can't ride 2 horses at once. But of course, I then instantly think of someone standing with a foot on each saddle, riding 2 horses at once in the circus. That's the way my brain works, right? It's always been faster than most folks. So in the community thread here, you can enjoy Katie Bowman every year does an exercise advent with wonderful exercises. You can explore some of the past ones here, and you can get the daily ones, links to the Instagram reels. So you can go look at it and leave Instagram without getting sucked into, I don't know what they feed you, but they feed me dog videos and van road life, because Max and I are about to go on the road for 2026, traveling North America as Skool nomads, traveling around, finally enjoying that freedom that I almost destroyed myself attempting to create. But I'm still here. One of the wonderful things about this community, which again is free, the platform is free, the community is free, it doesn't cost a penny, and you can come in and enjoy. The Action for Happiness is an organization that does a calendar every month with little actions for happiness to help us be happier, healthier humans, choosing happier responses even in the midst of shit, right? It doesn't mean Pollyanna positivity. It means how can we show up and be happier in this thing called life and spread joy and kindness and love to ourselves and others. And these calendars are full of tips like that, and they encourage sharing. So I've taken it another step, and I've taken each of those prompts and I turn them into daily posts. So you don't have to come to the community every day, but they're here every day in case you need them. And it takes the prompt and adds a little bit more meat and 3 actionable ways to integrate that into your life, and usually 1 to 3 motivational quotes, as well as a question that helps you really anchor the activity in. And some people come in once or twice a month and just go through a whole bunch of them. Some people show up every day and appreciate that moment of reflection and joy in their day. You can also track your goals. I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I see, these weren't in the wins section. Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday we do wins, celebrating. Yay, you appreciating you appreciating you. There it is. So that's a nice little overview of where leaders spark joy to feel alive again. 40 plus, that is my focus. I've got some folks younger than that in here, of course. And because who doesn't want to achieve more by doing less and stay energized along the way? Here we are live. Look at that. Yes, we are live with the Weekly Wise Saturday session. You can see that on YouTube. Or I think we're broadcasting to LinkedIn as well. Or you can come here and get it in the Explore Wise School building community. There's a nice YouTube archive there. But today, the topic is this month's D3 Dream, where we dream, decide, and do in order to get that dream life we want, right? To feel good in our life instead of caught in the hustle and grind, in the constant doing without being in what you're doing, without really knowing what you're doing, without what you're doing taking you where you want to go. Like, these are some of the common traps that we fall into. Yeah, I'm tapping my French press there. So this is just another one of the fabulous frameworks that I come up with. I'm so good at them. Part of the Wise Life formula. And Wise originally was wellness integration, solution essentials, basically the basics, keeping it simple. We get so overwhelmed and there's so many options. We've got all the information we need at our fingertips, literally now. And it's just a matter of knowing which to choose, what to choose, and then doing it, right? Having accountability to do it. That's why the premium membership good, because we come together, and the VIP is even better because we do monthly sprints, 21-day cycles, again and again and again. So you can focus on this, you can focus on that, and we go through together to make sure we're actually growing through this thing called life instead of spinning our wheels. Yeah. So last week we looked at the Welcome to Your Dream. You can come get this wonderful workbook. This is just a PDF from the past years of building, but it's relevant all the time. You can discover your dream life and vision and decide if, when, what, how, who, when, why. It's all about choices, right? Life is all about choices. And you're invited to and encouraged to dream big. And this workbook, this framework will help you do just that. So yesterday we looked at this, or not yesterday, last week, we looked at the process here. The first step is to dream, to really open your mind to that expansiveness, the possibilities that there are that might emerge that you hadn't thought of, that might be practical next steps or destinations for you to pursue that you hadn't thought about, that really excite and inspire you. So it's important to take time to dream, right? In your life, maybe every day, definitely at least every month, but hopefully every week, right? Set aside some time to really, what if? Well, kids do it all the time, right? Tap into that. It's beautiful. Of course, then you learn to decide to, oh, well, that's not really something I wanted. Those of us that have participated in a lot of hobbies or arts and crafts or things, we have those Yeah, that would be nice, but obviously I'm not that passionate about it because it's still sitting there collecting dust. You hear me? You identify with that? Share what your creative dust pile might be, right? Knitting in the corner, or the exercise equipment over there that's now a clothes hanger. What is it for you? So you decide and you narrow your focus, because like I was talking about, you can't pursue all the paths at once. Yes. Then you do it. You show up and you do it day by day, or week by week, or month by month. Just 1% better every time. You don't have to be a master. You're not going to be a master right away. So drop the expectations and give yourself grace. You appreciating you. Yay! That's right. Taking those steps, consistent, persistent steps, day after day after day. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Each one of these has some prompts for you that we're going to go through. Today, we're going to look at this framework here, setting your sights, diving a little bit deeper to create those effective steps that I was just talking about. Yeah. So you can come on into the community. It's free, and you can get these, or you can just take notes. You can screenshot where you are right now. And we're going to look at this framework and then talk about doing that brain dump. Yeah. So it's just, frameworks are guidelines. They're steps. They're guide rails, right? To keep you from drifting off into other realms. And while you're taking a look at this, I'm going to have a sip of my fresh, delicious coffee. Oh, that first sip is so good, isn't it? Any other coffee lovers out there? I don't drink it all day. I love that morning coffee, though. Nice medium organic roast in a French press. All right, so dream. What is it that I want to create or achieve? My big dream is creating a H3 Foundation. It is a foundation, the Happier, Healthier Humans Foundation, which will fund fledgling endeavors like I have been for the past 5 years now. Started in 2018 and have gone down a few twisted paths and dead ends and wrong turns. But I'm still on this mission. And if I've tried to get funding from various places and sources, and I've invested heavily in solutions that didn't provide solutions, shall we say. A lot of people got taken by coaches in 2020. And I'm not alone there. And it was not for my lack of effort. So if you know me, you know I'm consistent. I show up again and again. I'm persistent, consistent, resilient. And people really respect that about me, seeing the things that I've gone through and still been able to show up and smile, because now you know it's a reset. It's good for you and those around you. Once I was driving a paratransit bus. It's nothing like helping those less fortunate than you to lift you up out of your self-imposed shit, right? About whatever your circumstances are. Whatever your circumstances, however horrifying they might be, the shit is still your view of it. It's your opinion, your beliefs that you form around that. So it's your response to whatever's going on around you that really creates the pain, the deep pain. I know, I've been there. I've been showing up daily at 5:30 a.m. for a group where we're really working on that self-mastery, that inner game, that as within, so without, to manifest not just by making affirmations and wishing, but by truly changing who you are and how you roll through this thing called life. And the golden pathway starts to open up, right? When you release that resistance. So I'm going a lot deeper than I intended to there, but I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. For years and years and years, I tried all of those other methods. They didn't sit because it was that deep internal stuff that was still holding me back, keeping me stuck. lack and that wanting and a lot of stuff that I believe was installed in me, some of it even before my birth, with conversations my mom and her mother were having, but definitely through my family and stuff that it just takes a while to unwind after all the decades of those programs running you to identify and reveal and release them is the work, right? So it starts with this. What do I want? Not what my parents think I should do, not what my partner thinks I should do, but what do I want? What has always lit me up? What could I imagine doing for the rest of my life and loving it so it wouldn't feel like work, right? And then you start to narrow that down, not by limiting what seems preposterous, but by exploring what you really want and seeing if it's plausible. Yeah, so you reflect on what would possible ways to do that be? Who or what might help me achieve that, right? Oh, I could never afford it. I got trapped in that for years. Thanks, Mom. It's too expensive. Oh, it's so expensive. Breaking out of that. Like, well, how could I make this happen? Instead of going, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, yeah, wow. It's not for me. Instead saying, well, that looks like something I love. How can I make that happen? What are some things I could do to make that come true, right? And you start to have that more proactive, expansive outlook. Instead of seeing the limitations, we're wired for negativity as humans. You have to break through that. Once you reflect on that and you see some possible paths forward, you want to really embrace that and anchor that possibility as a path. Embrace it. Bring it to that we will win the championship kind of thing, right? I will not be defeated. And that commitment to the process. Yeah. I'm thinking about Rocky again, right? It's such a classic, such a classic. Oh, but really anchoring in that why you want this, yeah? So that it's not just a dream, oh, that would be nice, but it's a like, yeah, this is it, that excitement. Can you feel it coming through the camera right now? Man, my hair's, woof, woof. It's part of why I was such a good actor, am such a good actor. I plan to get back into some of that, I don't know, plays or film, or we'll see in the years to come. But as I get paid to travel the world and speak about my books, that tapping into that emotion can, if you don't direct that towards your dreams, it'll just spin you round and round and round and down into the ground. I know, I've been there. Right? Now, once you have dreamed it and decided it's time to do it, right? And you don't just dive in. Maybe you do immerse yourself. That's a wonderful way to do it. Most don't have that luxury. You still have lives to manage, right? You still have to work your way through. Or maybe you just want to make sure it's right for you. So you start like dipping that toe in the water. You start riding a bicycle. You know, most people don't just hop on and go. You have to kind of find that steadiness first and have your feet out for bracing. And then you kind of like get a little more steady. And then you can put your feet up and roll on through. Yeah. You got to be more cautious at first. So it's tiny steps. I teach this in everything, right? It's simple, small steps accumulated over time to build up that confidence, that skill, that stability that then grows exponentially, compounding, picking up pace. And then it becomes a flow that's almost effortless as you go, right? And that's how we can achieve more by doing less, because we're paving the path, we're creating the channels, we're hardwiring it in, we're programming our systems, our way of going through this thing called life. Yeah. So by manifesting, I mean that, not wishing or hoping or saying affirmations. I mean making it so. Manifest it by doing the work, by sticking with it, by creating that channel of flow. And there you go. So the first step is brain dumping, right? Just take a piece of paper or open up your audio phone thing, or you can do it in an AI and it'll parse it all out for you, but you can just talk freely or write freely or do both. If you're like me and you like to do both, maybe you're a little more creative. You want to kind of get into that vision boarding kind of thing. Collages, whatever works for you, to dump it out of your brain and just tap into that childlike imagination and freely express those thoughts and desires and whims. Yes, whims, another wonderful W word, whims, whatever it takes. Just maybe you have to pretend that you're telling a friend. Yeah, a magical wizard ready to grant your wildest dreams. I love that. Good job, Wendy. So next week, we're going to continue with this D3 dream process. Again, come on into the free community and get this workbook. Let me make sure that it might be a level 2. That's 5 points of engagement. So you make your introduction and you put a GIF or a comment, hello, on 5 other people's introductions or posts, and boom, you're in. That's how we roll. And of course, you can also get access to the original Wise Choices course here, which is full of all sorts of stuff. But you want to start with one thing, right? Start with just one thing, and that's the dream. This next is after the. What's going on with the sound here? Let's try the down tempo. The record got stuck. Remember that? Where am I sharing here? The reflection. Once you've done the brain dump and you've kind of narrowed it down, you can start to use these prompts to understand your deeper why and your drive and why, what it will do for you, right? Like helping people set up schools right now. Well, these are steps to get there, but establishing the H3 Foundation will give me so much joy because it alleviates so much pain for so many people. And when we think about the number of people I could have been helping over the past 5 years, if I had just had that funding, if I had just had that support, instead of getting caught spinning down rabbit holes or spinning my wheels in the muck of a road I shouldn't have been on in the first place. But to be able to provide for these fledgling ventures that will bring so much joy to the world, create so much good in the hearts of others or for the planet, that will be my legacy, the lasting legacy, to create a foundation that will be self-sustaining and support other ventures. It's a dream. Yeah, it's a dream I'm actively working towards, step by step by step, chunk, 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 in these different ways. And you can work through, why did I go all in school? What is this going to do for me? Well, I've always, back in the 90s, I had lots of domains. I had a web business as well as, being in movement, being a dancer and an amateur body worker, and working in that realm. I also was working in the web. I had Wenzer Web Services and lists of domains. And then I ended up in a corporate job in a major New York City publisher as a executive assistant that then taught myself HTML and then became a content producer on a team of content producers and then became content manager and then became senior content producer overseeing the 12 other producers and the team of 5 people and the one under the senior producer for this major New York publisher. And And as an offshoot of that, I had my own business, Wednesday Web Services, helping businesses set up web presence and with their domain and a simple website, or we were designing some directories back then and some communities. So this isn't new to me. Skool is kind of a circling back and reintegrating that into things that I love to do, and vehicles for achieving this greater dream. Right? I've been working with some nonprofits, helping them get set up. I'm working with other wellness providers. Of course, I'm really good at that because I've lived the life and I know exactly the pain points there. And I just booked a call with a couple of book publishers that help authors and things. So I'm helping a lot of people get set on the platform as I'm also growing towards my dream. And that's giving me the work that is not tied to a room seeing clients hands-on, so that Max and I can travel North America next year. I can finally return to that more nomadic, adventurous living while continuing to grow this financial foundation towards an actual foundation. And there's a lot of other plans and dreams I have wrapped in that tamale that you'll be finding out about. But I'm finishing up 2 books right now, and it's very exciting. So you just want to go through those. We'll look at the embrace next time. But the brain dump, the dream, and the brain dump are enough. And we'll take a look at the rest of these next week. As we move towards the new year, this is a wonderful process for making sure that you're setting your sights on this new year that's coming. Not just planning your vacations and your work breaks and whatever, but is the focus that's going to move you forward towards your dream life at play here. Are you planning? Are you taking the steps to get you where you want to go for the future? Not just in the next year, for the years to come, right? And are you creating processes that you will enjoy, or is it setting you up for more drudgery, right? These are the things. If you'd like to work with me a little bit more closely, I'm always available for one-to-one sessions. It starts with a 15-minute free quick connect to just get to know you, get to know me, say, hey, wee. So you can get here again at enjoy.wisewithwendy.com. I'll drop that up there. There's also this free public hub you can come look at that I mentioned. The replays of this are here in the YouTube vault, where you can watch these without ads if you don't have the pro YouTube. So you want to watch them without ads, you can watch all of the Sunday School and Weekly Wise Saturday sessions here. And you get with those the transcript, the takeaway the video isn't there. It's just be in the post, but you get with those the video, the summary highlights, key takeaways, and the transcript if you want. And some action steps. Yes, some action steps. There you go. Unlock the December Dream Classroom. Say hello in the welcome post. Leave 2 or 3 comments on others' introductions. And boom, there's your 5 engagement points to access the full workbook. And be sure to book that one-to-one quick connect call with me, because you also get another more in-depth planning session as when you join. But it all starts with that quick connect, and it all starts with you choosing you. Is that something you're ready to do? Are you ready to choose you? It's time for you to choose you. Yes, we're all about growing with ease here. Explore, activate, scale, which just simply means expand, grow, and enjoy. Wow, look at that. It's a little caption down there at the bottom for something else. You can also scan this QR code to get there, enjoy.wisewithwendy.com. So come on in, and I will see you inside the community, or I'll see you here next week, or I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday School. Woo! And of course, if you'd like to explore setting up a school for yourself, either as a community or just as a presence that boosts visibility for your business. There's a lot of different ways to use a Skool, and I love to talk to people about it and guide them in those first steps. So whatever you choose, make it a great day the wise way, and I'll see you soon.